All right. So here is the angel. Actually, I'm trying to set up my camera. So give me a minute. Just a second. Not even a minute. Yeah. Okay. So as you can see, here is the angel, the completed angel. These are the wings which I have completed of the angel. All right. So uh, I wanted to talk about the pattern of the wing. Actually, one wing which I made when I started the other wing, बिल्कुल last row में, in the very last round. Actually, what happened? Um, in one wing, in the very last round, I did four increases. But when I reached the on the in the last round of the other wing, I had to make five increases because one stitch was extra over there. So I supposedly maybe it happened, or although you cannot see any difference, but supposedly I think it happened that I missed one stitch. Like I forgot to do single crochet in one stitch, or maybe in the first wing I missed one stitch. So this is the only change which I made in the second wing, that I had to do one extra increase. Okay, so this is my angel. I hope you like it, and this is completely my own pattern, so I can claim it. Now let's talk about today. I'm gonna make, as you can see from the title, that I'm gonna make a gingerbread man. Okay, sorry, I had to just move to give some space to my notebook. All right, so for gingerbread man, I have taken this color yarn. Okay, I have the dark brown also, but gingerbread man is sort of gold in like the golden brown color, not this dark brown. So that's why I'm not using this dark brown, and I'm using this light brown. Hello, Daniel. So, all right. So I have started it a little because I didn't wanna waste time on, because okay, let's talk about first gingerbread man. Okay, as you can see, this is a, just ignore the um, the mess, but I'm not good at drawing. All right, so as you can see, this is the gingerbread man. Okay, there are two ways we can start this gingerbread man, either from the top or from the bottom. Okay, if we start from the top, what happens? You will start from the head, and most probably what um, it will be a little it won't be that much complicated, but we start with if we start with the head, there there will be a lot of pieces to join, although we can also you know take it in one go and make it in one go along with the hands and the legs also. But whenever you have like any shape which has legs, it's better and it's recommended, I will recommend it, that start from the leg side, okay, instead of the head side. Because with the head, if you start with the head, it might get a little complicated while you're crocheting. Okay, but if you go from the leg, other than you have to make two legs together, there is no other as such complication going from the bottom to the top. All right, so I have started with the leg. All right, this pattern I have written um, till here. Actually, I was making and I was writing till here. I wrote, and then I decided that at this point, uh, I've done it till here, round 5. Okay, and at this point I decided to change the color, and then I assume that this way I'll be changing the color to give the white stripes of the connecting stripes of the gingerbread man. Okay, so I'm not sure that I'll be going the same way which I've written. It might get changed, or maybe I stop here or here or anywhere somewhere. But in my imagination, the pattern will go like this. All right. So here I have started already the leg. Okay, this is the first leg, and I'll be making the second leg also in the live. So it will take time, but the thing is, actually I was trying to make the leg beforehand, but I couldn't. All right. So let's just continue, and I'll we will make the legs, both of the legs together. The main important thing which I want to discuss is how to connect the legs together, that you don't get a hole in between. When we usually connect the legs together, there is always a little hole left in between, uh, like in between the two legs. Okay, how to reduce that, how to eliminate it, we will discuss it. Okay, so let's start with the gingerbread man. Let me turn on my light so it will be easier for me to look. All right. And okay. There is a little white left from my that angel. So I'll be using this. If I need more, I will take it out. Okay. So here I have reached till round 5. Okay. For round 6, I'm changing the color to white. CC means change color to white. Okay. How do we change the color? I will, you know, um, I leave a long loop here. Okay. From the old color. Like here I'm using brown. And in the same stitch which you have from where you pull the loop, insert your, okay, wait a minute, I guess. Okay, now here I've pulled up a loop, a big loop. Okay, now I will insert the hook here in the same stitch. Okay, if I want to change color in round 6, okay, here in round 6 I'm changing the color. If I want to change the color in round 6, I have to start, like I have to pull up a loop of the new color from in the last stitch of round 5. All right, you're not supposed to start color change from round 6, like um, because at you have, if you don't, this loop, actually the reason is this loop will go in the next one. Okay, this will be the top of the sorry, this loop will be the top of the next stitches loop. Okay, this will be the top loop of the next stitch. All right, so if I don't change color here, although I want white here, I'll be facing brown. Okay, so I hope my words are clear. So that's why I'm changing color one stitch back. All right, if I want to change color in round 6, I'll change color in the last stitch of round 5. Okay, now take out the brown one. Okay, now nothing will happen, nothing will open. Now I'm taking this out, my stitch marker, and hold it. Okay, there are a lot of tails over here, yarn tails. Okay, one, Right? Now it's done. And if you want, you can put up the stitch marker, but here as we have changed the color, I'll know at the end of the round that this was the first stitch. Okay. I'm not cutting off the brown yarn because I have to continue with the brown yarn. Okay. So um, if I cut it and then I started with the brown yarn again, it will waste the yarn. So if you after two or three stitches or two or three rows, you have to use the previous yarn. So it's better not to cut it off. So here is the gingerbread man. Oh, sorry. Come on. Okay. I'm doing straight away 12 single crochets. There are no increases, nothing. The yarn I'm using is the acrylic yarn and the hook I'm using is 3.5 mm hook. Although for this acrylic yarn 4 mm hook is required, but I'm using one number less, one measurement less. Why? Because in amigurumi, if you want, we always want close stitches, okay, stitches which are very close to each other. So if I don't use a number less than the required, there will be you'll find a little gap in between the stitches. That's why. Okay, so here I have done one row of white. All right, so I've done one row of white which is round 6. Okay, now I'm going to round 7, so I have to turn it to, like, I have to change the color to brown again. So let's change the color. Oh, where are you? It gets a little tricky. With me it gets a little tricky, although I've seen people who do it very smoothly, but I'm not able to do it smooth. Okay, here's the white yarn. Now I will take the brown yarn again. I'll take the brown yarn again and I will take out the white from here. Okay, now again I'll do one round of brown. Okay, wait a minute. I think now I there is a lot of yarn tails, so I should fix that first. Okay, and don't worry about the color change, the gap of the color change, because we will hide it in between the legs, so it won't be noticeable. Now let's fix the yarn tails first, so that it will be easier for to crochet. Okay. Now I'm tying this, the white yarn, the beginning tail of the white yarn with the magic ring brings leftover yarn tape. Okay, so and I'll hide it inside. Okay, now let's insert it inside so we don't have much of tails, yarn tails hanging around the leg. Okay, that's done. Now again, if you want to put the stitch marker, you can put it, but as we have changed the color, so we know that this is the first stitch of the round. So I'm not putting up the stitch marker on the color change. If you have any other request, like any other pattern request, you can tell me. You can comment or message me, and I'll try to do that pattern also. Okay, here I'm a little look. How good does it look? It's exactly the same like the gingerbread man. Okay. Here I'm a little bit skeptical. Like I'm thinking if I go towards the legs will get so long, you know. Uh, we are not supposed to keep the legs of the gingerbread man too long. They are not human legs. Okay. So I'm thinking instead of doing two whites, these are the borders which I thought that I'll make two white. So instead of making two whites, I'll go with the one white only. Okay, so let's stop here because if I go any further, like white and then brown, the leg will be this long. Would it look nice? Like at least the leg will be this long, you know, this long. I think it will be too. It will get too long. Yeah, it's better to stop it here. Okay, so I'm not making two lines. Instead, I'm going with one line only. Okay, so let's stop here. Color change to white, then color change to brown. Round 7. Okay, so we are not going towards more rounds. All right, so let's stop here. Should I make one more round? No, I think it's enough. All right, I'll cut off the yarn and let's make another leg. I don't have to leave a long yarn tail because I don't need it for sewing. All right, just stop it here and here. Okay, and just do this. Okay, now this is the first stitch and this is the last stitch. All right, so I have left it like this due to some reason. Like if I, slip stitch here, there will be a little bit confusion. Okay, so there won't be any gap or anything, so don't worry about it. If anything happens, I'll, uh, you know, I'll frog it and do it again. Now let's make another leg quickly, and then I'll show you how do I connect them. So 6 single crochet in the magic ring. I do yarn under to close the gap between the stitches. Okay, and this one is the last stitch of the first round. Okay, now let's pull the magic ring close, and before closing it completely, I start the second round, because if I close it completely I get confused with like which one was the um, first stitch of the round. So I get confused with that. So I always start the second round before pulling the magic ring close. Oh, what is it? Oh, this one. That's what I was thinking, like why it's happening. One, two. Second round is straight away increase. Okay, so we'll be increasing in every stitch. So at the end of the round, we'll get total of 12 stitches. Now, let me pull the magic ring close. Okay, pulled it. Now let's finish it up. Now, this is the second round which I'm completing. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I forgot to put the stitch marker. Okay. I think. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, this one. Thank God. From here I started. Okay, this was the magic ring, and these two stitches are in the same stitch. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, that was the first stitch. Now this is the last stitch of the round, last increase of the second round. Okay, now we are moving towards the third round. From round 3 to round 5, straight away with brown, we will do 12 single crochets. Okay, don't forget the stitch marker, please, because right now there is no color change. Okay, so it will be difficult to judge actually which stitch was the first stitch. 4, 5. Okay, let's talk about the needles. I wanted to discuss yesterday when I was working with the needle, like the sewing needle. I realized actually recently I bought the needles like this, which have a little uh, bented end. Okay, this is the needle which have a little bented end. Okay, so before actually I was using the straight needles, and the straight needles are also fine, but in the very beginning I used to use normal needles, like normal sewing needles for like to attach anything for to sewing in the crochet, but they were so thin that they used to go in between this like in one one yarn tail we have like 4 to 5 strands of the yarn. Okay, so I that needle used to go in between the in between the those strands. Okay, so if there is any mistake and I have to take it out, it was very difficult. So then I bought blunt needles. Okay, so blunt needles were good. Then I wanted to have like needles which have bented end. Okay, so it's bented or it's bent end. Okay, so I wanted to use that. So I went to the supermarket, and there I couldn't find any needle related to crochet, but I found a set of needles which was used for um, embroidery, and in that there was a needle with a bent end. So I used that, but again, those needles actually were pointed from the instead of blunt, they were pointed because they were used for embroidery. So they didn't help me much, but at least you know um, all right. One more thing. I actually tried to use the bent end needle from that embroidery, but it didn't work with my crochet project because it used to slip away. So I thought that the needle is not useful. Like bent needles are not useful, and those needles were good, but as they have the sharp end, had the sharp end, so they were not so helpful. They used to come again in between the strands. Now I bought these needles. I found them online, and they are these bent needles are so helpful. They're blunt from the from the front, and they're so helpful. Even the needle doesn't slip away from my hand, and I can um, um, sew things more uh, you know more precisely and more easily. So I'm really loving these bent end needles. So why I told you all this story, because I would suggest that use the things which are meant to be for certain artwork. Okay, if you try to use other things which are sometimes they work, but sometimes they don't, and they give a tough time. So always see if it is giving you like 1 2 3 4. Okay, and this will be the last round of 12 single crochet with brown. Okay, sometimes it happens like you can use your whatever um, mm, like I don't know what they are called, but in baking, there are some tools. Yeah, sorry, the tools. There are some tools which are used for um, fondant. Before the first cake when I made without any tool, that was so difficult for me. Like I had to put in a lot of effort to to finish that cake. But when I bought the tools and I did all the work with the tools, it was so helpful. The same way, the tools which are used for baking, they can also be used for clay work too. Okay, but that's what I'm telling you. Sometimes they are helpful. Sometimes you can use it, but in case of needles, I found it like it's always better to use the needle which is meant to be uh, for certain artwork instead of using the for the like for other arts. Like if I tried to use the embroidery needles for sewing up the crochet projects, it gave me a tough time. Even the normal sewing needles gave me a tough time. But these blunt needles, and especially the bent needle, helps me a lot in sewing, and I'm able to do the work quickly this way. All right, 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, I've done round five. Now I will color change. Now I'm changing the color. Okay, now pull the brown out. Here, let me take out the stitch marker. I won't be needing stitch marker here for the time being because we are changing the color, so we know which one is the first stitch of the round. I don't cut off the yarn right away. Like I don't tie up the yarn right away because sometimes I think like it's better to leave it at least for one row. So at least I'll know, okay, things are going well. Now I can tie them up and hide them. Because at certain point, if I have to frog it or I have to take out the yarn and use the other yarns, it will be difficult to take it out and um, open the knots and everything. Hi, Kiara. Why don't you use your own name in your ID? Like, although it's your choice, you can do whatever you want. I'm just asking, just curious. All right, now round six is completed, and we will go to round seven, and that will be the last round of the leg, and then we will continue with the body. Okay, now round six is completed. Now round seven. I need brown yarn again for round seven. Now take away the white yarn. I just need to do one more round, so I'll tie it up all together. One, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 12. Okay. All right. Now here is it. Yeah, we have completed. Okay, pull the yarn out. I'm not cutting off the brown yarn here. Okay, I did it in this leg, but I'm not gonna do this in this one. Here I'll tie up the knots. Let's cut the white yarn only. I'm cutting off the white yarn only. Okay. Because although I need it in the body too, but I feel that it might hinder my work. So it's better to cut it off and hide it inside the leg. Okay, so okay, all right. Now come now comes the body part. All right, we'll start the body from here. Okay, this is the end of the legs. Okay, right now I'm not talking about arms. Okay, I'll talk about arms later on. Right now I'm just talking about how to connect the legs and move forward. Then we'll talk about arms, but not today, in the next slide. Okay, so let's start with the body. Now let me show you from the second leg. Okay, I will do chain two. Okay, so one and two. Okay, this is chain two, and I will connect it with the first stitch. Okay, first stitch of round 7, not the last stitch. I'm connecting it with the first stitch of round 7. After chaining 2, wait a minute. After chaining 2, insert the hook. Okay, and connect it. Okay, so I'll be doing like this. Okay, keep the legs together, that they don't, wait a minute, connecting is a little a tricky part, but we'll be able to do it. Yeah, I was taking the yarn from the wrong side, maybe. Yeah, okay, so I connected it. All right, now I will complete one round, one whole round of 12 single crochet. Okay, in the first leg. Okay, this is the first leg, so this is the first single crochet. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. Now, as we reach the other end, okay, here, this is the tricky part. Insert the hook in the same last stitch again, okay, then pull up a loop, all right, but don't complete it. Then move towards, okay, keep your yarn, okay, as you can see, these are the, uh, I hope it's clear. Look, these are the two chains we made, okay. So we will be working on in the back loop of these chains, okay. Don't complete it, and then move towards this, the back loop of the chain next to this stitch, okay. Come on, I don't know why it's happening, why the loop is so tight. Maybe I made chain stitch too tight. Okay, yay, got it. Now insert the hook in the chain nearest to the last stitch and yarn under and pull up a loop. Now you have three loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through all these three loops just the way you will do a decrease, a regular decrease, this way. Got it? Now in the next chain again you will insert the hook in the chain, okay. You'll insert hook in the chain, pull up a loop, all right. Now as you can see, which one is the, okay, this one was the last stitch, okay, here, okay. Pull up a loop, now go to the first, sorry, pull up a loop and now go to the first stitch, okay. Insert the hook, okay, yarn under and mm, pull up a loop. Now you have three loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all these three loops, okay. Now the same way you will do single crochet in the same stitch, okay. The way you have it is you'll do complete it like a normal decrease, okay. So insert the hook in the same stitch, same first stitch, and do a regular single crochet. Do a regular single crochet, okay. And now complete the single crochet round. 2, 3, 4, okay. Let me put up a stitch marker. 1, 2, 3, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 12. As we have reached the other side of the chain, what we will do the same thing again. Okay, insert the hook in the last stitch, yarn under. Now you have two loops on the hook. Now as you can see these two chains, okay, these two chains will be working, and this is the first stitch. Okay, these are the two chains and this is the first stitch. Okay, one, two, and this is the other side of the chain. Okay, so I'll insert the hook in that, and the same way I'll stitch it up. Okay, insert the hook. Now again I'll yarn under. I have three loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through all these three loops. Okay, now again, sorry, there is the other chain and this is the first stitch. Okay, so this is the other chain. Wait a minute. I'm sorry, but it is a little tough to insert the hook in the chain space. In the chain, not chain space. Come on. Okay, let's do it this way. I don't know why it's happening. Sorry, guys. Sometimes the stitches are, sometimes I make the stitches so tight that I face this difficulty. Yay! Okay, in the second chain, I inserted the hook. Now I will yarn under and pull up a loop. Now pulling up a loop is also difficult. I don't know why did I make the stitch so tight. Now it will be so, I can't even go back. I might break my hook because of this. Thank God. Okay, I pulled up a loop. Now as you can see, this is this was the chain. Now here you can see this is the first stitch of the round. Okay, yeah, yarn under. Okay, Now complete it like a decrease. Now I'll make the first stitch in the same uh, first stitch of the previous round. Okay, one single crochet. Okay, I need another stitch marker. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Look, right now it looks small, but when I complete it, it will be equal. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. 13 and 14. Okay, I'll be continuing the next leg. 14, 15. Okay, why I put the stitch mark here? Because I was when I was making, I wasn't sure which one, which side will be the my beginning now. So I was confused. That's why I put a stitch marker here also, because I didn't know whether this will be the beginning of the next round or the other side. 16, because I was feeling that 17, maybe I'm doing something wrong or I went somewhere wrong. Maybe 18, maybe the rounds won't. 19, yeah, won't be equal in both legs. 19. So that's why I put on the stitch marker. 20, 21, 22, 23, 20. 24, 25, 26, 27, and 28. So the total number of stitches here are 28. Okay. What I did, I chained two and then 12 single connect, then 12 single crochet in first leg, then came on the other side, and for the time being, for my one decrease and the other decrease, and then 12 single crochet. Okay, this was the round 8. Then on I'll fare it up and I'll write clearly what actually I was doing. Now round 9, it will be uh, how I did round 9. Okay, yeah, decrease, then again decrease, two decreases, and then yeah, 12 single crochet and then two decreases here. Okay, so round 9 will be uh, straight away 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 24 and 28, 28 single crochet. Okay, so this I did actually with the legs. Okay, so as you can see now, in between the legs you don't find the hole. Okay, the hole is closed. Okay, this technique is not my own. Actually, I there is a she's a YouTuber also, but I don't know what's her YouTube handle. But I met her on Instagram and I did one pattern test for her, and she does very good job. Like she makes very cute dolls and everything, with different names and different styles. She's really great with that. I really like her work. Her name is Bunny Moon Who, and she's on Instagram. So I did her one pattern test for her. So in that I learned this. Okay. Otherwise, before that, I used to do the same way, and I had to used to have the hole, and then I'll have to cover up the hole and everything. But this technique was great, and I learned it from there. Okay, the same way when I made the that loaf cat also, like Stitch by Faye is one in like there is a website by this name, and I took the inspiration from there for the loaf cat. But I did some changes and a little according to my own, preference and everything. So that's why. But that pattern was not completely mine. Although now I'm planning to make one pattern for the loaf cat, but that loaf cat which I made was actually like inspiration from her. All right, here I want to show you one more thing, and then I'll uh, turn off my live. I'll end my life. Sorry, life, life. Come on, I don't want to end my life. All right. May God give all of us a long and healthy life. Life. Okay, so insert the hook, and I'll be making. I think I did one mistake. I should have decreased from here. Hmm, okay, okay. I have to take it out. I have to frog it, not take it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, after 12, I'll do one decrease here in the middle because the legs are going far away from each other. So keep them closed. After 12 single crochet, I'll do one decrease, and then now look, the legs are coming close to each other. Decrease, I always do an invisible decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And here again, I'll do one decrease. Okay, one invisible decrease. 1 and 2. Okay. Mm. Now, as you can see, the legs are closer to each other. Okay, here I'm changing the color. Okay, I've taken actually so much time. Now here I'm changing the color. I want one stripe of white. Okay, let me write it. Okay, round 9 was like um 12 single crochet, then one decrease, then 12 single crochet, and then one decrease. Okay, here in total there were 48 single crochets. Sorry, 28. 28 single crochet, and here it is 26 single crochet because we have done two decreases. Is it 26? 27, 28, 24, 25, 26. Yeah. Okay, now I'm taking off this stitch marker. One. Okay. Now round 10. Round 10 is color change to white and 26 single crochet. Four. Now I'm over here, over this line. Sorry, I'm over here, over this, you know, this pattern. Then we'll go upwards. Five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and this is the last one, 26. Okay, now I will color change again to brown. Okay, so that's why I didn't take off, didn't cut off the brown yarn. Mm, Take away the white yarn, bring the brown yarn. Okay, now pull the white yarn out. Oh, come on. Okay, I pulled the white yarn out. Now I'll start with doing with the brown yarn. Okay, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. Hola, 9. But I can't understand any other thing which you have written. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, I was thinking actually, what is a korok? I don't understand. Secret keeper. What is a korok? All right, here. Actually, uh, I was thinking that maybe I should do one decrease, but I think decrease wouldn't like it will get the gingerbread man will get too thin with one more decrease. So I'll go with this only. Okay, I'll complete the round. This is the last. Okay, and let's write here in the other page. Okay, this is the last part. Um, Now round 11, color change to brown, and I will do 26 single crochet. Okay, now from round 12 to I don't know which round. Okay, I'll keep doing the, oh right, Actually, I haven't seen that movie. I guess you're talking about The Legend of Zelda. I haven't seen the movie. If it's a movie and if it's the book, still I haven't read it. But I think I've heard the name somewhere. Okay, got it. I'll search for it and see what the picture and like how does it look like. Okay. So from round 12 to which round I don't know. Oh, it's a game. All right. Okay. Actually, I don't play games, so I don't know about it. My son must have known about it. But still, I'll search. What is it? And like how? What is the um, shape or what does it look like? The what's the name? Korok. All right, Korok. All right. So let's talk about the gingerbread man. The thing is, I don't know till which round I'll be increasing the body. Okay. So I'll right now I'm ending the live here and I will increase the body and on Sunday, not tomorrow, not day after tomorrow. On Sunday I'll come and we will discuss the hands and I'll tell you till which round I've increased the body and then we will make like we will discuss the hands and how we are gonna connect the hands to the body along with like crochet as we go like you don't have to like connect the hands separately. We will connect it within the rows when we reach toward the row where hands should be connected. Okay, so we will connect the hands as we go on Sunday. All right. All right, I'll search for it and I'll definitely search for it. Let me take a screenshot. Yeah, I've taken a screenshot, so I'll search for it. All right. So now I'm ending the live here. From here, I'll be just increasing the body. There is no color change or anything. I'll just okay. Right I went put the stitch marker but once I'll complete this round, for the next round I'll put up the stitch marker because the stitch marker is important. In fact, I'm putting it right now so I don't forget it. Okay, the stitch marker is important because later you too have a good day too. So later on, I'll be just increasing the body and I'll tell you till which round I have increased it. Okay. So let's end the live here and we'll continue on Sunday. Okay. Tomorrow I have to do all the house chores. I have to clean up the house and everything. Cooking I have to do today also. But tomorrow there are a lot of work. So I don't come on Thursday and Friday and Saturdays are actually weekends. Yeah, so Friday and Saturday is a weekend, so that's why I don't come. So I'll come on Sunday now. Okay. So and we will complete it. All right. So take a lot of care and thank you so much for joining me and for staying with me. Yeah. I'll come on Sunday and we'll complete this uh, uh, gingerbread. And here is one last shot of my angel which I completed. Okay. All right, this angel I was completing for the last three lives. I guess three lives. Okay, so this is the final angel. Okay, so take a lot of care. Have a good day, everyone. Here it's a day actually. Secret keeper. It's a day. It's morning actually, 10 o'clock. Okay, so take a lot of care. People who have night over there, have a good night. Those who have a day time, have a good day and see you on Sunday. Okay, take a lot of care. Bye bye.